What's going on, guys? My name is PS Archer, and today we're going to be talking about the tracking round detachment in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Basically, what the tracking round detachment does is anytime you wound an enemy, it'll cause them to show up on your minimap. So basically, the reason I find this might be helpful, like what this is intended to do, is maybe if you're in a gunfight with an enemy and like you're shooting them, you wound them, but then they jump into cover, and they don't come out of cover, and they try to like flank you down another alleyway or something like that, you'll be able to see them on your minimap, and you'll be able to prepare accordingly to deal with them flanking you, and hopefully you'll be able to catch them by surprise and get that kill. That's what this is intended for. Now, quite honestly, I played about 5 games with this attachment last night, and I did not find it the greatest, because that's really the only situation I could imagine that would be like a good use for this attachment. And I only ran into that situation maybe once or twice, because as you guys know, Advanced Warfare is a very, very fast-paced game, and you're always up in the enemy's face, and you're always trying to do this, and you're always trying to do that. And I feel like anytime you get into a gunfight in Advanced Warfare, you're either going to be killed or get that kill, in which case, if you got the kill, that's great. I haven't seen really much of this, like, standoffy type play style in this game, like there was in Call of Duty Ghosts, where maybe you saw a guy poke his head out of a window in a building, you went to shoot him, and then they went back into cover, and then they did their thing. And that's what it was like in Call of Duty Ghosts, whereas in Advanced Warfare, I feel like most of your kills are going to be, like, really, really up close and personal with the enemy, which is a good thing, I guess, for the game, because a lot of people like a fast-paced game, but it's a bad thing for the attachment, because then the attachment really doesn't have any use, because after you kill them, it isn't like they respawn with the tracking round still in them. After you kill them, their UAV blip thing goes off the radar, and yeah, that's one thing that I detected that's wrong with this attachment, and why you shouldn't use it, why you shouldn't waste a pick 13 slot on it, or a weapon attachment slot on it. Now, the second reason why I don't think you guys should use this perk, or this attachment, is because a lot of people run the low profile perk, and for those of you who don't know, it is the best perk 1 slot perk in the game. So the best perk 1 in the game is low profile. It keeps you invisible to UAV, threat grenades, and tracking rounds. Now, unfortunately, seeing as it's the best perk 1 in the game, a lot of people are going to be running low profile. I'd say about 50 to 60% of the team is going to be, enemy team is going to be running low profile, and that automatically makes 60% of the enemies you shoot ineligible to be tracked by this tracking round. So that means only 40% of the people you get into gunfights with will actually be able to be tracked, and I'd say about maybe 30% of that 40%, I'm trying to do math on the fly here, 30% of that 40%, is gonna be killed or are gonna kill you in gunfights. So I'd say only about 10% of the time you're gonna get into a gunfight with a person who doesn't have low profile equipped, and who you aren't able to kill, and they're not able to kill you, and then you guys get into kind of a standoffy type of situation, and that's when this will come to you. So that's only once every 10 kills. I could name a bazillion attachments that you could put on your gun, or maybe another slot that maybe take an extra frag grenade or something in your pick 13 slot, maybe take a secondary, or whatever. You get there's a bazillion other things that you could use on for that pick 13 point. You could use that pick 13 point on a bazillion other things that'll actually like be more effective more of the time instead of 10% of the time in game. But I'd say that tracking round, overall, not my favorite attachment. I think it would play really, really good in a game like Call of Duty Ghosts that's much slower, and it's more like a standoffy type of game instead of a run-gun type of game. That's just me, personally. I have not really had that much I haven't had that much success with the tracking round, and I'd rather spend my pick 13 point elsewhere, maybe on a secondary or another attachment or whatever. So anyway, guys, that was my breakdown of the tracking round attachment in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Again, not the greatest attachment in the world, but if it's your thing to maybe sit in the back of the map with an assault rifle and try and kill people, then this is probably the attachment for you, because then you'll be able to track people all over the map and see them trying to come at you. But my playstyle is run and gun, get up in their face. Obviously, when I'm getting up in these people's faces, not all the time it's going to end in a stalemate where we're both diving for cover. Most of the time, they're either going to kill me or I'm either going to kill them. So that's basically how this is going to go down. So anyway, guys, thank you so very much for watching. Truly do appreciate it. Remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed this tip, and go ahead and subscribe to me down below if you haven't subscribed already for some more awesome Advanced Warfare tips, and I'll catch you all later. See ya.